Hi, this is Mark Fitzpatrick with the Tiger Club of Kansas City. It's Tuesday, September 26th. Very privileged today to have as our guest speaker Howard Richards, Assistant AD for Community Relations, former Tiger and NFL great. Howard, thanks for coming up.
Thanks for being here, Mark.
Made the trip all the way from St. Louis. We really appreciate it.
Well, it helps when you fly. I don't have to drive this time, but it's a pleasure to be here today with you guys.
Tell us a little about your role in St. Louis for the athletic department.
Well, the title's a little bit of a misleading title as a director or assistant AD for community relations. It's more of a business development role and a relationship development. I'm building those relationships in the corporate community, reaching out to other individuals, our alumni base, to get them to feel good about what we're doing from an athletic standpoint. Also involved in not a recruiting role, but in some of the middle schools, and we're trying to redirect our outreach to help the university as a whole to allow young boys and girls between the ages of like third grade and eighth grade to see that college is attainable. And we're able to provide some resources to get them on campus, allow them to meet our faculty, some student athletes, and have a great experience so that they will start thinking about not just college, but maybe college at Mizzou. And the more that we are able to do that, I think the better off we're able to sort of convince them that Missouri is a place that they need to come.
I want to ask you about the Mizzou youth experience that you did September 9th for the South Carolina. It brought more than 2,000 young students from St. Louis to Columbia for the game, and a day of activity. Talk about that.
It was such a powerful day. And we had, if you look at the video that the Mizzou Network did, you can see students all over the campus. Going in and out of different buildings and having fun. But I thought it was even more impactful for those outsiders that were not a part of the experience. And they realized what was happening, and they were, I think, very appreciative of our effort in introducing these young boys and girls to what could be their future home in college, several years down the road. So it starts at a much early age. You give kids the opportunity, you show them that you care about what their future looks like, and you keep exposing them to those opportunities, and you keep repeating that process, and then someday you hope that they will be Mizzou students. But you do have a much better opportunity by doing something, by increasing your efforts than if you do nothing at all.
You had played on some great teams at Mizzou, and talking to the group today, you talked about a game that I remember very well, and a lot of people my generation, that 1978 Nebraska game. What are your memories of that game?
It was a cold day. I mean, I thought, well, how are we going to survive this? And I mentioned earlier to the group that it's one of two games I've ever worn long underwear under my uniform. But quickly, I think we realized that we had a chance to do something special. We knew how much Coach Powers wanted to beat Nebraska. And that whole week, you could just feel something special was going to happen on Saturday. And it carried over for us. And it was a back and forth battle, but man, we persevered. And we had some guys that made plays all over the field, different offense and defense. And at the very end, we came out victorious. I will never forget that game. It's probably one of 5 of my best memories of playing this sport, playing in Lincoln that day. And I'm forever grateful to have been a part of that group of guys, and to have been a part of such a tremendous moment in Missouri football history.
Tigers won that game 35-31. James Wilder scored 4 TDs, as I remember, and running behind you and some great offensive linemen.
Well, it was a pleasure to block for James, and we had some really talented guys, but they were great players, but they're even better people too.
Howard, thanks so much for making the trip from St. Louis.
Thank you, Mark.
You are always welcome here.
Absolutely.
Our speaker next week will be Vahe Gregorian. I won't have to be on a stepladder to do the end of the day interview, but we are just thrilled to have Howard. And don't forget, Tigers are off this week. And our next speaker, a week from today, Vahe Gregorian. And if you need more information on the Tiger Club, check us out at kctigerclub.com or follow us on Twitter at kctigerclub.